Jordan Bennett with Jordan Bennett and Associates at Keller Williams Realty. So I'm going to talk to you about why today is different than what was happening in 2008. Since that's the most recent recession and it was a big one, it's really still fresh in people's minds, and people are always looking back, at their most recent experience and trying to compare, how is today similar or different from then. So I'm going to give you 4 reasons that today is different than what was happening in 2008. So number 1, the most apparent, in 2008, the subprime meltdown was a result of a system that was laden with fraud and was effectively caused by a system that was putting just all kinds of bad loans out in the marketplace. Those who were doing business at that time remember the ninja loans: no income, no job, no assets. They're not doing that these days. Another interesting thing, the equity that people have in their homes today. Today, 37% of Americans, if you can believe this, have no mortgage at all. Of the remaining 63% of Americans, 1 in 4 of those have over 50% equity in their homes. So that means that people are in a position where they're not over leveraged like they were back in 2008. And finally, financing is still very strict today. Nearly all banks they're looking at credit, they're looking at income, they're looking at assets. There are some banks where you can get away with having 2 of those 3. In other words, if you have bad credit but great income and great assets, there's still a loan for you. Or if you have no assets but you have great income and great credit, there's some assistance programs. But those are far and few between. Most banks are looking at credit, income, and assets and are still really putting you through a rigorous process to get financing. So because of that, our system today is founded on a much more solid base of financing, and people have a lot of equity in their homes. So it's a much different market than it was today and than it was in 2008.